Hello everybody, what's going on? It is Saucy. I am going to be reviewing a Toshiba Portege R400. This version specifically is the R400-M4833. This is Toshiba's first Windows Vista laptop. This was made in 2007. You might have been able to get in 2006. I'm not too sure about the information on that. This was a very, very expensive computer when it first came out. This computer cost, starting, I believe, $3,100 or maybe $2,800. I couldn't get the information right, but I saw reviews that this thing was $3,100 and $3,400, which is a lot of money considering that this, not this one specifically, but a computer like this is an X61 tablet, but the original ThinkPad X60 tablet costs, I think, $1,700 starting, and well-equipped versions was $2,200. In contrast, you could have got an HP computer, just like one of these right here. HP's tablet was the TX1000. This one specifically is a TX2000. Doesn't really matter. Overall, it looks like this, and that was what was going up against the Toshiba. This thing started at $1,600. And that's all you need to know. The top price I saw this was $75, and that says a lot because an X60 tablet or S61 tablet for that matter, like the fair price is $75. There's somebody that had a few of these that sold them for $65. Somebody had two of these that sold for $70, but one guy, he said, had 20 of these and he sold them for $65. That is pretty solid, not evidence, or pretty solid grounds where, that's a pretty good price for this computer, this machine. In contrast, this HP tablet, which costs almost half as less as this computer right here, used, you could get it for up to $150 if you really want one. $42 is what I say is like the minimum you could find like a good deal. Granted, it might need something. I saw some that said like they had like bad hard drives or no operating system, no power supply. But if you have some, if you have a hard drive and all that stuff, then maybe you might want to get something like this. Other prices is $70 to $100. Yeah, it's kind of sad what this thing costs now. I haven't checked the battery life on this thing, but I know it does hold a charge. The keyboard, as you can see, is not in nice looking condition. It is a little bit. It has like that yellowing thing going on, kind of similar to like the Mac. Some of them, not the MacBooks. Well, some MacBooks, but the iBook was especially popular where it has like that yellowing color. This specific model has a 1.2 gigahertz Cuo Duo processor. Now, I say Cuo Duo, not Core 2 Duo. I'm not sure if this supports 64-bit, but as you can see, I have this Toshiba laptop over here. This is an M200, I believe, another Portege. I encountered big problems with this computer. Main thing is that it would not let you boot up an operating system without a floppy drive or without a CD drive. It used a proprietary connector, and this one, although I don't see that connector here for the most part, I don't have a USB CD drive, which is weird. I know, guys, I should have one, but I don't have a USB CD drive, and I'm not too sure if it could boot to a USB. I didn't try it, and I'm kind of scared too because the BIOS looked just like the same as the M200, and I'm not going to give it a shot. So this computer is running Windows Vista Ultimate, which is interesting because Ultimate, is the ultimate. So I can see why this thing had like such a high price, because usually, HP has Home Premium, then you got Business, not Pro, you had Business, and then you had Ultimate, and then Enterprise as well. Going back on the processor, I was looking up specs to see how this thing is. This has an undervolted Core Duo processor, a U2500. The passbook score was 512. In contrast, the ThinkPad X60 has an L2500 Core Duo 1.83 gigahertz processor instead of 1.82. That one scored a 728 under passmark. My trusty X61 tablet has an L7500 Core Duo. It scores passmark of 967, and I still use this computer. I still think it works fine. I might not use it for work when I'm doing eBay listings and stuff like that, because to me it's a little bit too sluggish. I was able to use a W500 fine, use it for a few days at work, and that works fine. But getting back to this, yeah, this thing is a bit slow. I was putting in data on this thing from a USB. It took about 32 seconds, I want to say, to put a 165 megabyte folder in here, which isn't too bad. But the hard drive on this is one of the awesome, being sarcastic right here, it has a 1.8 inch PATA hard drive. Yeah, and on top of that, it needs a PATA. It needs a hard drive cable for it too, so it won't just go right in there. You'll need a proprietary hard drive cable, which, if you're gonna find one of these in the wild, if it doesn't have a caddy, that's gonna bring a red flag, because it's not gonna have a hard drive. It's gonna have that connector, because if it doesn't, then it might not be fun. Parts, there's a lot of parts available for this thing, but I did not really see many motherboards. There's a lot of motherboards for this HP tablet. This one is broken. Now I know why there's a lot of motherboards, because they always fault out. But I was using this thing, and it was pretty slow deleting users. I thought it froze. It only has an 80 gigabyte hard drive. It's slow. It took some time loading images on Google Image Search, and yeah. What sucks about this is that it doesn't have an IPS screen. It will have, like, the image coloring thing. Whoa. The hinges is kind of it's all right. Unlike the X60, it has just one hinge and that's it. Although the X60 does have a faulty hinge design, we have right over here, we have the little bezel to make it kind of more of a robust thing, which is a good thing, because when you have your computers closed, you don't want it to swivel when it's closed. It might break it, especially if you're going to turn it in the other way. And that's all my notes I have on this thing. So let's go ahead and check it out a little bit more closer. I can't really say much about the brightness. The video is not going to show as bright as I can see it, but we can see that it does have kind of a nastiness. I'm trying to make it to where you guys can see any glare on the screen. I haven't used a Windows Vista computer in a while. Last time I tried putting Vista on a computer, it just boggled down right when I connected online, and I had a lot of problems from there. I've messed with this a little bit. Obviously, gadget's not going on right now. It shouldn't be using that much RAM, to be honest. I was quite surprised. I thought this thing was using a lot of RAM when I was using this machine. I was trying to figure out why it was so slow. But let's go ahead and check out let's see, maybe this is performance. Okay, now it's going ahead and using more RAM, but it was at 700 megabytes, which I thought was interesting. Right now it's at 1.15 gigabytes of RAM. A lot of computers were plagued by companies putting only 1 gig of RAM and putting Vista on these computers. I really hated Vista. I still hate Vista to this day because of that reason. XP worked, a lot more better than Vista does. If you have, 4 gigs of RAM, then you can bust out Windows 7. You can even do it with 3. But 2 it's all right. But if you only have 1 gig, you're just better off with XP. But yeah, this is the this is that going on and all that stuff. So I tried doing a value scan, didn't want to work. Let's go ahead and open up disk info, 32, showing my hard drive. We got some cute little anime girl. This PATA hard drive has some sort of caution thing going on. You got some reallocated sector count, fun stuff. I couldn't find if there was errors on here. I don't know how to read that. But it doesn't say anything about the read error. I guess the read error rate doesn't say anything. There's like some sort of like special hard drive sensitivity thing going on. I couldn't find out this. I think this is a supposedly this is a Wacom enabled tablet, but what I couldn't find out is the sensitivity on this machine. That's one thing that I don't get. Let's go ahead and bring out the system. You know, just your standard Windows Vista, Ultimate, Toshiba. I created a new user and got rid of all the old ones because of all the fun stuff that we have on here. Let's go ahead and not change settings. What's going on this thing? 4.2, 4.4, 3.1s, and 3.7 on the hard drive. I don't know if this is only Vista scores or if if maybe they updated it when it comes to Windows 7. But yeah, these are the scores, so take it as you will. These scores are bad. Simply put, they're bad. Let me go ahead and open up Photoshop. Oh yeah, Microsoft Word's on here. I thought that was a sweet thing. Some people, they're like, does it have Word? And then it's like, oh no, it doesn't have Word. Oh, well, I don't want to buy your computer now, so whatever. Let's go ahead and see. Wow, 2003 is a pretty old version of Photoshop CS. I still use this Photoshop on my XP. As we can see, it is taking a little bit longer than I would normally wait for. Close that. Let's go ahead and open Recent. Trying to do this while not looking directly at the tablet, it's kind of weird. So yeah, you know, the main reason why I thought this thing was cool was that it was a tablet. I thought it was a touchscreen at first, but it wasn't. Go figure. Let me go ahead and change. Let me see what we can do so far. This is from Blame. It's a manga, pretty sweet. The artist name is, I'm gonna get this wrong, Tsutomu Nihei. I want to say I probably got his first name wrong. Always get his first name wrong. I'm just gonna see. We're gonna put in like a simple. Oh my gosh, like a simple gradient to see how it blends. Let's see. Alrighty, and then we're gonna go ahead and do some difference. Let's see what looks the best on this. There we go. Now we change something from black and white to a nice blue color. Let me see if I can make him red. Let's see how this goes. Oh wait, I'm doing, whoops. I forgot I gotta change to paintbrush. But we hear the fan going kind of crazy. Let's see if let's see how loud this fan gets when it's working with many different layers. Oh man, you can't even tell. Freaking. Alright, I picked a horrible freaking photo. Whatever. But yeah, the fan is nothing too crazy. We got like some. Oh, looks like we have some button controls here. This should make it change. It's under unlock. Whatever. Okay, so that works, but the rotate doesn't work. Okay, whatever. Fingerprint scanner. That's its own thing. But yeah, it's the fan's not too not too noisy. The only thing is that there's only exhaust port on the back, so there's that. Oh, I guess we're opening up Outlook. I don't know why. Oh, because I pressed that button. Yeah, that's how slow this thing is. Yes, I want to exit. So we'll go ahead and turn you off. Oh no. Oh, another thing I hate. I thought that was always the power button. No, it's just like a hibernate mode. So people would kill their batteries but not even know it. And oh my gosh, just bad. Let's see. Now we're at 65%, 48 minutes. Okay, so maybe this thing has about, I want to say it has about an hour battery life. I could have sworn I charged this thing the other day and it died. It wouldn't turn on after I plugged it in and turned it on. Then I removed the battery. I don't know, maybe that might be some sort of issue on these sort of things, but we're gonna go ahead and check out the palm rest and keyboard. You can see there is like a yellowing on this thing, which is pretty sad. Very, I mean, if I would have had one of these and this screen would have got just yellow, you know, big turn off. I would suspect something, a lot better. And then this color is just, it's off. It's clear. It's off white. So there's that. We have all our little nubs, which is pretty cool. This touchpad isn't anything special, but whatever. We still got our awesome stickers that everybody should remove. The condition of this is pretty good. I mean, the pen latch is still working pretty fair, so I'm surprised on that. And now it's completely off. First thing I noticed that the rubber feet are gone right here. The middle one for the tablet screen is here, which is interesting, but these ones are gone. The ones in front are still here, so there's that. There's also one in the middle, so there's that as well. Of course, I removed the battery. Battery, I didn't really see any remakes of this battery. So there's one for $100 and there was one for like 30, and I think the 30 one was used. We have a 4,000 milliamp hour one, so I guess this is a 4 cell probably, or it might be a 3 cell, seeing how this is going. Very strange that they have this much space over here, but for the most part, getting this to get the hard drive was easy. It took a regular screwdriver, and here is the 1.8 inch PATA hard drive. Let's go. Wow, that's kind of gross. Yep, little guy right there, no name. Well, on that side, but MK3 or 8007 GAH. Maybe they might not rip this thing when they see this. Who knows? But got some nasty stickiness getting away. Then comes the RAM upgrade. You're gonna got the wrong one, but you're gonna need a precise screwdriver for this one. So yeah, we just got a 1 gig stick right here, nothing special. Let me see if I can remove this and see if oh no. It looks like it looks like it has RAM on the other side. So we'll go ahead and add 2 more gigs. So now we have 3 gigs of RAM on this computer. Bluetooth module separate, Wi-Fi separate. You can get a WLAN module on this as well. And of course, seeing this little guy right there, we got a second battery that you can put in this machine. So there's that too for some of us that need more battery power on the go. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in. Let's see, I think it was this way. But yeah, nothing too, not too many frills on this machine. Having a little bit of struggle right there. Nice little. I mean, the caddy is pretty cool. Be pretty confident on that. Go ahead and put the little latch on here. Just Nice and easy, just one screwdriver, or one screw I should say, to get to that. Yep. I'll show you guys the rest of this laptop, but I have to say there's this guy that does like these videos where he just shows like the computer, and it's pretty funny to see because I think he's selling them, but it's just so weird because he doesn't say anything about it. He just shows you it, and he'll go like zoom it, and oh, the freaking and like, you know, it gets out of focus, and so you see it all like blurry and out of focus and stuff. Right now this is probably out of focus because I just got it to that, but let's go ahead and do some comparisons of the sides. Okay, let's go ahead and check this thing out. Tallness, I mean, I after looking at the M400, the regular model, this one is just, I mean, it's kind of thin, but I mean it's just as thick as an X61 or X60, and it's almost just as thick as this. So maybe the M400 was a lot more thicker. I'm not too sure, but I mean, I don't really see it being like super like all that, you know. Let's go ahead and see. We have indicator lights, so that was pretty sweet, and it looks like we got some kind of like media function buttons right there. I don't know what those are. Kind of interesting. Wi-Fi switch right here. You got your little what is it, pen right there. VGA. Looks like we got I want to. Wait, oh, that's just a pen. I forgot. I thought it was an SD card. You know what? I don't think this thing does have SD card support. 2 USBs, power. This uses the old school Toshiba power, the thicker one. CF card, volume, headphone, microphone. Yeah, it doesn't even have a it doesn't have that. How strange. This is probably some sort of like weird indicator for something, but yeah, kind of sad. I mean, it doesn't even have a SD card slot, which says a lot about this thing. Let me go ahead and see if we could turn it on one more time. Oh yeah, looks like it's booting up. It takes a bit to boot up, I'm not gonna lie. You got these little you can probably see me back here. Hello. But yeah, it's I'm a bit disappointed. We were gonna use this for like some sort of like kiosk thing for our store, but it didn't work out. To me, there's a lot of bezel on here. I really don't like that. I mean, the X60, it has its own bezel kind of things, but I mean, side by side, as we can see, it isn't that bad. But as you can tell, I have the bubble issues going on. Can't even see Windows. There we go. Looks a lot better. You can't see it on mine unless I turn my light off. And now we can't see anything in the video. But yeah, overall, I mean, it scored, from the reviews I saw, it scored from as low as 4, but a lot of it was 6 to 7 out of 10. And nowadays, not to say, I mean, I wouldn't really, it's nothing special. That's all I gotta say. It not having an IPS screen is a real turnoff, especially for the high price that you're going to pay for it. You would think that it would have it. An X60 is obviously a more better computer. This might support 64-bit, the X60 might not, but other than that, hard to say. So yeah, and I'm trying to sell this computer, and if you're like watching this video and you don't want to buy it, you know, I totally get it. It's just funny that it was just absurd to me that somebody wanted to charge $150 for this thing a few months back because they were looking for one of these. So there is some sort of market for these kind of computers. And there we have it. It boots up again. Hooray. We have a nice moving background back here. Crazy hand stuff going on. And yeah, I mean, that's all I can say. Let's go ahead and see if we got the little indicator lights Pretty sweet stuff right there. Pretty sweet stuff. So I hope you guys like this review. I hope you guys like this laptop and maybe buy it. I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, I'm probably gonna add this to the DankPad site then, because I might as well. I mean, I already looked it all up, and pretty sure people don't want to watch this video anyway. So I'll see you guys around, and stay tuned.